All right, San Fran 49ers week 2 in the books. Niners took out another win. I'll take it. Wasn't the prettiest of games, but with the Niners banged up, you had Mac Jones, backup quarterback, starting for Brock Purdy, and then George Kittle being out. We already knew Brandon Ayuk was going to be out at least 6 games. And game started with the Saints getting the opening kickoff, and they drive down. It's only because of the Saints' ineptitude. They didn't score a touchdown. A Rattler missed open, I think it was Chris Olave, and then their field goal kicker missed just like a chip shot. And so I was counting my blessings as a 49er fan. And then the Niners opened their first drive. Mac Jones, a quarterback, 3 straight passes. I believe all 3 were incomplete. And so back to New Orleans. I got to say, other than the opening drive, I thought Mac Jones looked really good. He threw 3 touchdowns, 279 yards. So what was his stats? 26 of 39. He got hot for a while. He might have been like 10 straight completions or something like that during the game. No interceptions. He did fumble twice, lost 1. So that's going to be my knock on him. He gets sacked 3 times. He holds the ball too long. And so there were some plays just like a coverage sack. Initially, I was thinking the line let him down, but no, he's holding on to that ball. So in film this week, I'm just hoping he gets to realize he's got to release it sooner. And if he's just got to throw it away, so be it. I think he scrambled a couple times. I thought he's nowhere as quick as Brock Purdy, but he looked decent scrambling. So he ran 6 times for a total of 6 yards. His longest one was 13. So I think that's the one I remember where he got a first down on those 13-yard scramble. Much better Christian McCaffrey usage. The 13 carries for 55 yards, but compared to last game where I swear he was getting the ball every other down, this was way better. And then he had 6 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown. So good fantasy day for McCaffrey, especially punching in that touchdown. Brian Robinson was fairly ineffective. 6 carries for 20 yards, 3.3 average. And then receiving wise, John Jennings was the star here. Coming back, we knew he was injured this week, but he had a nice, I think it was 3rd down and 10 or longer, coming across the middle. Mac Jones hits him, and he goes in, for a 42-yard touchdown, I think was the distance on that one. But yeah, total of 10 targets, 5 catches, 89 yards. Jennings looked fantastic like he did last year. Fingers crossed that guy can stay healthy. And then Ricky Pearsall was the next receiver with 4 receptions, 56 yards. Then McCaffrey, 52. With George Kittle being out, there's Jake Tonjes and Luke Farrell as the tight ends filling in. So combined, 6 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown. So, combined, they don't have the explosion that Kittle has or the power, but I think they filled in admirably for Kittle. And the other thing just on the offense I'll talk about is the offensive line. They did okay. A left guard gets hurt pretty early on, and so Connor Colby, I think his name, comes in. He's a rookie, 5th or 6th round pick, maybe 7th. Comes in, I think he plays pretty decent. Other than that, I thought the line did pretty well. Those 3 sacks, definitely going to be part of Mac Jones holding the ball too long. So Niners put up 26 points. I'll take it. Eddie Pinheiro and now for Jake Moody. Of course, his first kick is extra point, shanks it. So then I'm like, oh my word, here we go. But he made every other kick after that. From the Saints wise, looking at the 49er defense, I did not expect the Saints to move the ball like they did. And so my confidence with the Niners defense from last week against the Seahawks is much different this week. Spencer Rattler, he looked excellent. Other than some miscues, he still threw 3 touchdowns. He could have had a 4th easily. So he was 25 of 34, 207 yards. He had some pretty good runs for some first downs. His longest was a 9-yard run, but he had 4 carries, 14 yards. Alvin Kamara looked like he's 5, 6, 7 years younger. He had a 4.7 average per rush, 21 carries, 99 yards. So they didn't have a great answer for Kamara. And then from receiving, Kamara, he had 6 catches, but 21 yards. So nothing really spectacular there. And then we have Chris Olave is their leading receiver, 54 yards, 6 targets, and then just kind of spread out throughout there. They lost 1 fumble. Alvin Kamara fumbled, and the Niners got that one. They also sacked Rattler 3 times. So I was pretty pumped. Niners went up, and then Saints come back and get really, really close. And so then the game is kind of on the line. So once again, 2 weeks in a row, Niners defense steps up, gets 2 big stops. Fred Warner leads the way with 11 tackles, 1 for loss. Was one pass defended. He was just always in the play. Looks great. Nick Bosa, he was second, 9 tackles. He had 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. And then you had D. Winters, the other linebacker, replacing Drake Greenlaw. My son even said, watching the game, that's the next Greenlaw. Winters is all over the place, making good plays. He did, have a couple, like he had a penalty and then a missed tackle, which could be blamed on his teammate for like knocking him out of the way. But Winters looks pretty fantastic. I think if he just keeps on ascending, this is going to be great for the Niners. And then the other guy I want to talk about is Upton Stout, the rookie 3rd rounder. He's not a tall man like our nickelback, but that guy plays with a big fire in his belly, big fire in his heart. And he's all over the place. Had a nice sack on Spencer Rattler. Later, he has a, penalty they call on him, but I just think he plays aggressive at all chances that he can get. I think he's one of those guys, if he's on your team, you love him and you probably hate him, because I bet you he's running his mouth the entire game on the opposition. So yeah, good job, Upton Stout. Mikael Williams, the rookie 1st-round pick, he was in a couple plays, thought he looked all right. He started. And then one other guy, because he closed out the game for us, was the trade acquisition we got pretty close to the start of the season, was Bryce Huff. We traded to get him from the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's the one who dipped under, it was the right tackle, dipped under the right tackle, gets around Rattler, and gets that sack. So that was real big to close it out. So, Niners, 2-0 after 2 weeks, squeaking out by the skin of our teeth, both games. But hey, I'll take it. Getting a win while your guys are recovering from injuries is pretty critical. So happy we got the 2 wins. I'm not super confident. Just watching a little bit of the Rams game. I think the Rams are going to be a tough test for us. But next week, week 3, Niners match up with the Cardinals. So we'll see what they do. Division rival. I just know they need to make sure they don't let Kyler Murray run all over us, which has been our Achilles heel. So congrats, San Fran fans. We'll take that 2-0 start. Now let's go get a 3rd one next week. All right, y'all. Take it easy.